All right, today we're going to talk about a really common trick that's been popping up all over social media. It promises you something amazing, but what it's really after is your private information. So let's dive in and figure out how to stay safe.
Okay, let's just get this out of the way right now, right up front. If you see a post floating around on Facebook offering a free $500 gift box from Costco or Walmart, it is 100% a scam, every single time.
You've probably seen this, right? It looks so exciting. There's a big anniversary, a huge prize, and, ooh, a deadline. You have to act fast. They do this on purpose, you know. It's designed to get you all hyped up so you click and share without really thinking it through.
So how does this whole thing actually work? Well, spoiler alert, it has nothing to do with a gift box. These posts are just traps. They're set up by scammers pretending to be big brands that you know and trust, all to get their hands on your personal info. It's usually a pretty simple three-step trick. First, they get you to share the post. And this is kind of brilliance on their part, because now all of your friends see it, and it looks like you're recommending it. Then, they send you to a website that looks just like the real deal. And finally, when you go to claim your amazing prize, they ask for your info, name, address, you name it.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, so what? I just don't get a free gift box. But the real danger here isn't about missing out on free stuff that never existed in the first place. No, their goal is way more serious than that. Let's talk about what they're really after.
This whole setup actually has a name. It's called phishing. And it's just like it sounds. They're literally fishing for your information. They put out some juicy bait, that $500 gift box, and they just wait for people to bite and hand over their private data.
And this is what's really at stake. Look at this list. It starts off simple enough, right? Your name, your address. But what they really want can be your passwords, your bank details, or even enough info to steal your entire identity. And once they have that, they can sell it or try to open up credit cards in your name. It can get really messy really fast. Okay, I know that sounds pretty scary, but here's the really good news. There is one incredibly simple rule you can follow that will protect you from these kinds of scams every single time. No joke.
So, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? When these fake pages look so convincing, how in the world are you supposed to tell the difference between what's real and what's a trap?
Let's put them side by side. On the fake page, you'll see a name that's just a little bit off, like Costco Fans or Walmart Deals. But the real page is just called Costco or Walmart. Simple. But the most important thing, the dead giveaway, is that little blue check mark. That is Facebook's official stamp of approval, and scammers can't get one.
So here it is. This is the one rule you need to burn into your memory. Always, always look for the blue check mark next to the page's name. If there's no check mark, the page is not real. It's really that simple.
I'm going to say that one more time just because it's so important. Look for the blue check mark. That little icon is your shield. It's the key to staying safe from these brand impersonation scams.
All right, so now you know the secret. You've got the tool to protect yourself. The next step is to become a protector for the other people in your life, especially your family, because they might not know this rule.
Think about it for a second. Do you have parents or grandparents, maybe an aunt or uncle on Facebook? A lot of times, older folks didn't grow up with all this technology, and they can be a bit more trusting of what they see online, which makes them a huge target for these scammers.
But here are a few super simple things you can do to help. Next time you see them, maybe sit down and pull up the real, verified Costco and Walmart pages. Help them like those pages so the real stuff shows up in their feed. And then, just gently, teach them the blue checkmark rule. And maybe remind them that huge companies just don't give away hundreds of dollars for a simple share.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to that timeless piece of advice we've all heard. If an offer for a $500 gift box for just clicking a button seems way too good to be true, well, that's because it is.
Look, the best way we can fight back against these scams is by spreading the word. Knowledge is power. So if you found this helpful, please think about sharing it with a friend or a family member. You never know, you might be saving someone you love from a whole lot of headache. Stay safe out there.